This is the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson.
It is mid-morning at Doctor's Hospital, where Elliot Carson lies in critical condition. Leslie Harrington has been given special permission to visit him, for the message he brings may be in itself a matter of life and death.
I appreciate your seeing me, Carson. How are you feeling?
All right.
I hope you know what a relief that is to me.
Is it?
Of course it is.
Better for you if I died.
I came here to thank you. Why did you save my life?
Instinct.
I want to pay the hospital bills.
I'm not worried about hospital bills.
What do you want, Carson?
I want my name back.
The police will hear.
Don't worry. I told them what they already knew. George is sick. I couldn't tell them anymore.
Couldn't?
Who would believe me? George can't talk. Handle it won't.
Carson, if I could clear your name, prove that you didn't kill Elizabeth.
Could.
Much of a life, have you, Carson? Elizabeth, prison, a daughter who doesn't even know you. I swore I wouldn't do this. I swore I'd thank you and walk out. I'm going to clear you, Carson. That's a promise.
112. See what he wants.
Yes, Mr. Carson? What is it?
What do you think, Michael?
Well, he's hemorrhaging.
Surgery again?
It's too soon to go back in now.
How long do you think we can hold off?
The bleeding could stop itself. We'll keep up the transfusion.
You'll keep me advised.
Of course.
Dr. Rossi, can I see you a moment?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Miss Choate said they might have to take Mr. Carson back into surgery.
Yes, we're going to try and avoid that.
Well, last night I thought he was going to be all right.
Well, so did I.
But, Doctor, if he dies, then my father's responsible.
Well, Betty, your father was irresponsible at the time.
That he'll have murdered someone. Nothing can change that. Be the man who murdered Elliot Carson.
I got your message. What happened?
Carson started to hemorrhage. We're trying to stop it.
Michael, is there a chance that he might...
Die.
I have to know, Michael.
There is a chance, yes. He asked to see you.
Sorry, no visitors. Isn't the sign on the door? Dr. Rossi gave me permission. Oh.
Thanks for coming.
How you feeling?
I'm making.
You can stay long. I'll be right back.
Harrington was here.
To see you?
He's giving in. He's going to clear me.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes, I believe him. He said...
Don't talk. We'll have plenty of time to talk later.
It was given to me by a grateful Aymara Indian patient. I hope you like it.
For me? Well, thank you. He's a fierce-looking little fellow, isn't he?
Doesn't he remind you of anyone?
Here in Peyton Place?
Our expired Chief Vernon Goswell.
You know, all it needs is a loud hailer and a red helmet.
I wonder if he took them with him when he retired. Can't you just see the old chief wearing his helmet down to breakfast and loud hailing Mrs. Goswell for his oatmeal?
Great.
It's funny what will remind you of home.
That sounds like a touch of homesickness.
Well, sort of. Did you get over it?
Well, this is just a short leave, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, I left early. It was more convenient.
Now, how many people are there at the hospital?
7. 2 doctor-nurse married couples, 1 laboratory technician, Dr. Markham, and myself.
And outside of Dr. Markham, had any of the others ever worked under these primitive conditions before?
No, we all had a lot to learn. You can pick up the dialect, but it's hard to break through a 1,000-year wall of ignorance and superstition.
That would take the dedication of a Dr. Markham.
Even Vincent, sometimes. We all had our moments.
Well, what is he like?
Well, as you say, he's very dedicated and talented. He has a great ability both as a diagnostician and as a surgeon.
No, I mean as a man.
Ours was a professional relationship. We worked together. It's very hard for me to think of him in any other terms.
Yes, he is. Just a moment. Matt, for you, Constance Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Matt,
Yes, Connie.
well, I've called all over town looking for you.
What's the matter?
It's Elliot. He's had a relapse.
How serious?
Well, Michael tried not to alarm me, but... Matt, would you do me a favor? Would you go over to the college and get Allison? Bring her to the house?
Well, certainly, Connie, but...
Please, Matt, don't argue. I must see Allison. I have to talk to her. Now.
Mr. Hanley's section in freshman English will not meet today. How come?
I don't know. He never mentioned it in class yesterday.
Well, a free cut is a free cut even at the last minute, huh?
I wonder what could have gone wrong.
Why is it important?
Could be.
Oh?
Maybe today is the day there was no English class. No, I'm joking, but not really. Maybe that's how I'll remember today.
Yeah, it's a real historic occasion.
Now, how would you know? Then there was the night I took this book out of the library. It didn't start out to be the night. It was just a night, remember? We went to have pizza, then we went to the library, then we ran into Mr. Carson.
You know, Allison, I don't understand any of it. Why he went up there, he hardly knew my father.
Well, he's not really close to anyone, is he? He and I had just started to get to know each other, and then he shied away. Almost as if he couldn't let himself like me.
That's what I mean. How could a man like Elliot Carson throw himself in the middle of this thing between George Anderson and my father? I mean, how would he even know?
I've been thinking back over it. When we saw him, he was in an awful hurry.
Yes, and we know why.
Yes, but we didn't know then, and there was nothing to tell us what was going to happen. It started out to be just an ordinary night. At least as ordinary as things can ever be in Peyton Place. You know, I think when the world ends, it's just going to end on an ordinary day.
I don't think I'd mind an ordinary day again.
Allison!
Uncle Matt!
Hello, Mr. Swain.
Rodney, I've been looking for you. Mother asked me to come and pick you up.
What is it? What's wrong?
Is there anything I can do?
No, not at all. There's nothing to be worried about. Your mother just wants to talk to you, that's all.
Is she all right?
Absolutely, I'll give you my word.
Then what...
She just has something to say to you. Now, come, I'll drive you home.